I've been having a lot of dark dreams lately, a lot of thoughts and dreams. Some would see them as nightmares. I get quite a few disturbing dreams. I don't really qualify them as nightmares anymore since I'm quite tolerant of very disturbing things. But in my dreams, I think that I came across the spirit of the Antichrist. Perhaps not the human, the person, but the spirit of pure darkness that takes over the body of the beast. Um, and whether you're an atheist or not, I think that I think everybody that listens to this video will find it to be interesting, whether you're religious or not. But I've been thinking very deeply and analyzing what I've been seeing in my dreams, and I've come to understand. I've come to learn a lot about who the Antichrist, the true and the not an Antichrist, but the one true Antichrist, the beast, is like. I think I understand where the beast is coming from, where the actual one and only Antichrist is coming from. And the more I study humanity and I try to understand Lucifer's thinking, I think I've really unraveled it all. I think I know exactly the plans and the thoughts and feelings of the one true Antichrist. I could be wrong. I think there's three ways this could go. Either the Antichrist is a sociopath and is just empowered by Satan, or the Antichrist is perhaps a psychopath, and likely if he's a psychopath on top of that he's sociopathic, of course, because that's what's required to be killing millions and billions of people and basically ruin humanity. So those are two options. And then the third option, which I think, in my personal opinion, is most likely, is that the Antichrist, the beast, the one world leader, whether you're an atheist or not, whoever you want to refer to this person as, I think the third option is that this one world leader in the future is likely um, a victim, a sociopath, yes, but a victim that's been made nihilistic and anti-natalistic. And when I study the Bible and I study the beliefs of very extreme people, and I study how people come to power. From what I've learned, from what I've observed, is that a very extreme people gain a lot of power very quickly. They typically don't last very long. Their power usually doesn't last long at all. And that's in correlation with the Antichrist of the Bible and his 7.5 year reign. And I very strongly believe that the Antichrist will have some sort of moral, some sort of like moral codes and beliefs revolved around empathy and morality that will guide him. I don't think the Antichrist will be exactly just monstrous and just want to kill and overpower everyone and have everyone just worship him and that's it. I think there's more to it than that. And I think that's kind of important, because understanding that, I think it has a huge gravity, a huge weight to it. I think it means a lot. It shows us, the carelessness and the foolishness of our actions as a whole, as an entire species. And it's my belief that the Antichrist will likely have a lot of knowledge on Jesus. He may even use Jesus primarily as a reason for destroying Christianity and taking over the world and imposing his absolute power on everyone. I think the Antichrist will look at Jesus, or already has if he's around today, will look at Jesus and look at what Jesus endured, and he'll mock God, and he'll hate God for that, for what Jesus has endured, and what many other very innocent people have endured in life. And yeah, pretty much nobody other than Jesus, in my opinion, as a Christian, is innocent. But I think the Antichrist, the beast, will look at all the children in the world, all the the very moral, empathetic people that aren't perfect, but that are a lot better than most others. He'll look at how those people have been abused and mistreated, and I think he'll really spite God for that, and spite humanity as a whole. And he'll see that the only way to stop the evil, to stop all the murder and the rape and the genocide and the impoverishment and all that disgusting stuff. I think that the only way he'll see fixing it is through absolute control and absolute oppression, banning weapons, no weapons for anyone, banning anyone from having any sort of large position of power. He'll ban everyone from it. No murder. No, unless it's based off of his laws and his command. But I think the Antichrist will try to create an extremely structured, extremely tight knit civilization that will have a complete ban on the abuse and oppressing of the average person. I think that the Antichrist will come from a place of understanding and wanting to make things better, but in reality, he'll likely just make things a lot worse in the long run. But I think that the Antichrist will feel empowered by seeing all the cruelty and the violence all around the world. I think that if anything, all the immoral and evil things that are going on in the world now will be what empowers the Antichrist to step up, because he won't like what he's seeing. I think that Satan will have a large influence on the Antichrist. But I don't think Satan will have full influence. I think he'll be fully empowered. He'll have all the power of Satan, basically. But I don't think Satan will have complete influence over the Antichrist. Maybe, but I don't know. All I really know from studying people and psychology and the Bible and Satan is that Satan comes from a place of pride. He wants to be seen as God. That's what Satan wants the most. The pride is what got him he caused the first lies, and he was the first to be prideful. So from the point of view of Satan, he'll want absolute power, worship, and attention, and the Antichrist will want that because he'll be empowered, influenced by Satan. But I think the Antichrist, as a human being, separate from Satan, will want to make the world a safer, better place. He'll want to make it into his own paradise, free from any war, from any poverty. And I think the Antichrist, I could be wrong. The Antichrist might actually like everything just being all fucked up and dark and evil. The Antichrist might actually prefer there to be more war and death and murder and all that. But I think that realistically, the Antichrist will try to present himself as the good guy, through Satan. Satan will be like, I'm the good guy. I'm stopping the war. I'm stopping the evil. Look what I'm doing. Just worship me. That's all I want. Just to be worshipped, seen as God. But the Antichrist as a person will want just less evil in the world. I think that makes a lot of sense. I could be wrong, but that's my opinion on the Antichrist. So yeah, and I think the Antichrist, when he comes around, I think he'll, whether it's a atheistic like a non spiritual version of a one world leader, or it is, I think that the one world leader, when he comes one day, and of course it won't be a female, but when the man that rules the world comes around one day, I think he'll likely mention Jesus quite a bit, and mention humanity's cruelty, and and the cruelty of a God or creator, and the need for there to be absolute control and supervision over all of humanity. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, that's my opinion on the heart, on the mind of the Antichrist, the beast, and so yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.